Parsing app updates a specific ticket field automatically by parsing the defined pattern from the subject or from the description of the ticket. Parsing app allows user to define multiple patterns during app configuration. Parsing will happen based upon the patterns that you have specified in the configuration. Let's take an example. Let's say that your contract number always of pattern MDM1234, that is three alphabets followed by five numeral digits. Then, if you define this pattern in the app configuration, app will look for this pattern in subject. If it finds a matching pattern in the subject, then that will be updated as a contract number. So if it is not found in subject, it goes and checks in the description of the ticket. If it is found in the description of the ticket, then it will be updated from the description box. So let's move on and then see an example. First, let's see how to set up these patterns in the configuration page. This app configuration page has two tabs. One is to connect to Freshdesk. So to connect to Freshdesk, you need to supply both domain name and API key and then click on validate so that both the credentials will be validated and you will be successfully connected to Freshdesk. Configurations is the tab where we will specify all the required details that are required to the ticket parsing app. The very first thing that you will set up is field name. That is, your pattern will come in subject or in description, or it can come both in subject and description. So if it comes both in subject and description, then you need to select subject and description from the drop down. Second thing, field to update. So once the parsing is completed, which field needs to be updated? So you can select it from the drop down here. All the fields of the ticket which can be updated are listed in the drop down. So contract number is a custom field that needs to be updated once the parsing is done. Once these two fields are set, we will move on to the regex pattern. We'll have to define the pattern. As explained in the example, let's say that your contract number can be of two types, that is MDM12345, or you have another pattern for your contract number, that is CD-2019-8990. Let's see how to configure the first pattern. The first pattern is pretty straightforward, where let me delete this to show you again. Just remove. Yeah. Now I'll add a pattern. To add a pattern, you need to select one digit at a time. So first three digits are alphabets. That's why you'll have to select A to Z, and next five digits are numerals. Hence, five numerals are selected and then the pattern is saved. It says pattern saved successfully. So as you can see, both the patterns, that is MDM12345, CD102019, this is also saved. So let's see how this conditional pattern works. In this pattern, we have first two alphabets, then a hyphen, then four numerals, hyphen, then four numerals again, just like in this pattern. Yeah. And we have a condition in this pattern that always this year should be greater than 2000. To do that, we'll have to click on add condition, select the number, say that it is, yeah, I'll have to select its number, say that it is greater than 2000. I have added it before, but issuing it again just for understanding. So number is greater than 2000 and it starts from fourth index 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth index and it has got 4 digits. Total number of characters the conditional pattern has is 4. So this is how you need to specify the condition. And once the condition is set, click on save button to save the pattern. So your contract number has got two patterns. One is quite straightforward, which doesn't have any condition, but then another pattern has condition and it also takes two special characters, that is hyphen. So let's save these configurations and see an example of the same. Let's say I'll create a new ticket. With the subject DFD 45679 with 5 digits. Test. So the ticket is created, and as you can see, the contract number field got updated automatically with DFD 45678 as we have defined our first pattern of alphabets, 3 alphabets and 5 numeral digits. Let's create one more ticket to test the conditional pattern. And I'm supplying this pattern in description this time to check whether the app looks for pattern in subject as well. Let's say it's FT 2000 8978 and GY 2011 98. So in this pattern, I'm expecting the first pattern to be rejected because this year is not greater than 2000, and I'm expecting the field contract number to be updated as GY. I'm just checking if it has any space because it will be rejected. Yeah. GY hyphen 2011 hyphen 9890 should be updated as contract number. Yeah. As you can see, the contract number is updated successfully to GY20119890. Yeah, it did reject the first pattern because it doesn't meet the condition that is set up in the configuration page. So that is the functionality of ticket parsing app. Kindly use it for all your parsing related work.